All right, good morning, guys. I hope y'all are doing well with your online learning. If you have any questions for my class, please reach out to me. There are a couple important things. One, make sure you're doing your attendance checks every single day for all of your classes. And two, make sure you've checked Skyward and got your grades in. Some of you have zeros just because you haven't submitted the pictures for me to grade. So get those pictures submitted, and I will get those grades adjusted. Remember, eligibility to be able to play sports or do extracurricular activities is this Friday. So if you don't have your grades up to passing, then you won't be able to participate in those sports, okay? All right, so the past few days we have been solving absolute value equations and inequalities. And today we're going to write some absolute value equations. Then tomorrow we'll spend a little bit of time practicing, doing a few more problems. I'll post another assignment. And Friday will just be a work day. You'll be able to work on everything, get them turned in. And Monday we're going to review. So I'll review Monday morning during classes and Tuesday morning during classes, during those live sessions. But I'll also have a review session Monday afternoon. And we're going to test on Tuesday, okay? So if you have questions about what we're doing over the next few days, then just let me know. All right, so number one, a machine is used to fill each of several bags with 16 ounces of sugar. After the bags are filled, another machine weighs them. If the bag weighs 0.3 ounces more or less than the desired weight, the bag is rejected. Write the equation to find the heaviest and lightest of the bag the heaviest and lightest bag the machine will approve. Okay, so this is saying that I'm putting sugar in these bags and I want them to be 16 ounces. I want them to be pretty close to 16 ounces. So I'm putting the sugar in the bags and then I'm weighing them. And if they're more or less than 0.3 ounces, so if I have more than 0.3 ounces over 16 ounces of sugar, then it's going to reject it. If I have less than that, it's going to reject it as well. So I want to set this up as an absolute value equation. So this is how I'm going to think through it. I'm going to think about, I'm going to think about, 16 is the most I want it to be. And from 16, I can subtract off some amount. And I don't know what that amount's going to be. But I want it to be no more than 0.3 ounces in one direction or the other. I want to be taking no more than 0.3 ounces away from 16. Okay? So I've got to put it in absolute values because I can say, well, I need to do 16 minus x equals 0.3. And I can do negative 16 minus x, the negative of 16 minus x is equal to 0.3. And we can figure out what those amounts are, the least amount and the most amount that we can have in the smallest amount and most amount of sugar we can have in our bag before the machine rejects it. So on this side, I'm going to solve. I'll subtract 16 from both sides. That gives me negative x equals, like 15.7 maybe, 16. Yeah, negative 15.7. And then to get rid of the negative sign on the x, I'll divide by negative 1. That's going to leave me with x equals 15.7. Then over here, I can have negative 16 plus x equals 0.3. So that means I'm going to add 16 to both sides. So x is 16.3. So what this means is the most amount of sugar I can have in my bag is 16.3 ounces, and the least amount of sugar I can have in my bag is 15.7 ounces. So I'm going to write that out. I'm going to say the most amount of sugar is 16.3 ounces. And the least is 15.7 ounces. We can also write this as an inequality. We can say that, well, the sugar has to be greater than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 16.3. So my sugar has to be within those two amounts. If it's bigger than 16.3 on this side, the machine's going to reject it and send it back. If it's smaller than 15.7, the machine's going to reject it and send it back. Okay? All right, so my thought process here was, well, what's my desired amount? Then how much am I taking off of it? and what do I want it to be no more than? What do I want it to equal? What do I want the difference to be here? All right, so on number 2, we say the average number of seeds in a package of cucumber. The average number of seeds in a package of cucumber seeds is 25. The number of seeds in the package can vary by 3. What are the maximum and minimum number of seeds that could be in the package? So again, I'm going to think about, well, the most I can have is 25. I can add or subtract some. I'm going to just go ahead and put a subtraction sign in. And that's going to equal, I want it to be no more than 3. Okay, so I want my difference in each bag to be no more than 3. So again, I can break this down to solve. I can have 25 minus x equals 3, or I can have negative 25 minus x equals 3. So this means I'm going to have negative x equals, if I subtract 25 from both sides, negative 22. So x can equal 22. Or over here, I'll have negative 25 plus x equals 3. So x can equal 28. So this means that the number of seeds in my bags have to be between 22 and 28. So I can say the number of, what are we talking about here? Pumpkin seeds? Cucumber seeds. The number of cucumber seeds has to be between 22 and 28. So ideally, we want every bag to have 25 seeds in it, but if we got 22 seeds or 23 seeds or 24 seeds, all the way up to 28 seeds, if we have between 22 and 28, then we're happy. We'll go ahead and package them and mail them out and let the store sell them, okay? So again, we started with the ideal amount that we want. We can add or subtract some random number, and we want it to equal the maximum difference there. Okay, so there's some problems on your homework assignment. I want you to try to work through those. Remember, I'll be on tomorrow from 10:30 to 12 if you have any questions, okay? I know writing these problems can be a little bit difficult because you have to think about the positive and negative versions, but the key to this is always work them out, okay? So work out the problems. We want to end up with 2 positive answers on all of these. So if you're ending up with a negative answer, then we're writing something in the wrong order. Take a picture and send me an email or send me a remind message. All right, I will see you guys later.